This is the story of a chair, an old chair, and my addiction to attempting to rehab antiquities and my attempt to reupholster. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. For those of you who are here for a chair reupholstery lesson, it's more entertainment value. Straight to the point, this video is watching me fumble around trying to reupholster a chair. So thanks for checking it out. Let's dive in. So my buddy Lope helped me find this chair. It's $9. It's a cool pattern, but it had mold and mildew in the fabric. So we needed to remedy that. And first thing I'm going to do is trace it out and then track saw some new fresh 3/4 inch plywood because I want to start fresh with no heebie-jeebies in the melamine that was underneath that or composite board. Throw a quick round over, sand it out, and apply my, I think it was 1 or 1 1/4 inch foam that I got at a hobby store, maybe Michael's. Razor didn't work so hot. My big shears, however, did, which is the second time I've used them since owning them. Made me feel like they were a worthwhile purchase. I'm just stacking them upside down. I got a slight overhang of the foam, and I have this cotton batten that I absolutely staple the heck out of. Just gonna come back to haunt me. First piece of advice: use very minimal staples and sit on your project to make sure you like how the board sits. As seen here, very quickly my thigh meat was getting torn up because the plywood was coming through the batten and the foam, and it was very evident that I needed to round over the corners of the actual square, not just the edge profile. So without blowing out your hammies, you know, it needed a redo, and that sucked because I had to go take out a boatload of staples. It took forever, and it tore up the plywood, and it got me really upset and discouraged. So I rounded them over, and I used a belt sander, my Rotex 150. Great tools for the job on something like this. I didn't really care about the tear out because it's going on the bottom, and it's my shop stool. So there's the new batten job. I'm happy with it. It sits comfortably. I tested it. So now I'm all to business, feeling really good. Bought a $2 pillow at Goodwill because I loved the fabric and I didn't want to buy expensive fabric for a shop chair. Figured I'd have to reupholster it in a year anyways. So I'm feeling really smart. Like I beat the system. And then as I started putting it together, I got a bad feeling that perhaps it was too tight, and it was. So I went to my old trusty flannel, and I sacrificed said flannel for the benefit of this chair. Now, to keep in mind, this flannel has been with me for about 6-7 years, and she's done her purpose, or he, I don't know what it is, but it served its purpose. And now it was going to move on to its next phase of life as my chair seat. So I just cut it out way oversized. I, again, staple the heck out of this thing. But now I'm feeling a little confident that it's going to look all right. And it turned out okay. It's a shop seat. So first attempt at reupholstery, yeah, pretty pumped. The corners actually looked pretty good. They were really comfortable. A little bit of like flare out on the actual flannel. But now I just clean up the piece, and I'm just kind of sanitizing it, getting any of the nasties out that might be there, a quick scrape, a quick hand rub poly, and boom, there's the chair. I'm happy with it. You know, it took way longer than it needed to, and to be honest, it was really discouraging. I don't know if I ever want to do that again. I probably will to get better at it, but advice in reupholstery: hire someone that does it, and if you don't have the budget, be prepared to waste a lot of material and get frustrated, or at least don't rush into it like I did after watching like 2 YouTube videos and thinking that I could do it, because it's tricky. So hope this was entertaining at the very least. I don't know if I can say I hope you learned something. Tips: round over your corners, shorten the plywood in, you know, 1/4 inch on your corners, and let that foam and batten tuck in over it because it will compress and hurt your thigh. Be patient and have material you don't mind wasting, and make sure it's big enough to not crunch it up and look like complete garbage. All right, y'all be good.